Welcome to the first episode of Riding with Robin. This is the start of a new series that will focus on informing new drivers, parents of new drivers, and even seasoned drivers on the best practices for safe driving. It is never too early or too late to learn a new and also rewarding skill. Robin, along with her team of dedicated instructors, have been advocates for safe driving and are excited to share their knowledge. So let's begin.
Hi, my name is Robin, and welcome to Cindy Cohen's School of Driving. We've been in business for over 8 years, and we are the best driving school in southwestern PA. We have 15 instructors that cover all of Allegheny County and some of the surrounding counties. We provide door-to-door service. Our vehicles are equipped with an accelerator and a brake on the passenger side, which we call the instructor side. So we take away that stress that many might have when they're learning to drive. And we want to make it a great experience because we want you to be a well-rounded driver for when you get your driver's license. Well, it brings a lot of advantages. I had a great career as a state trooper, and in those 25 years, I dealt with a lot. And probably the hardest thing I ever had to do was tell a family that their young person was killed in a crash. And I mean, that was very powerful. It was very emotional, and I wanted to figure out how can I make a difference? How can I help reduce that number? When I became a community service officer, I had that opportunity to go into the schools and talk to young people about making good decisions behind the wheel when they become a driver. And the goal was always to just educate them, to help them make better decisions so we can reduce that number, because I realized the number one killer of our teens is auto crashes. Mm-hmm. So once I retired, being able to work for Cindy it was a perfect fit. I met Cindy during the teen driving programs in the high schools, and I saw the passion that she had, and it was something that I wanted to continue after I retired. So being able to work with her, it's been awesome because I do have the ability to not only teach our young drivers, but also brand new drivers who are older adults, and we're just opening up so many opportunities for them as far as employment, being able to visit family, and just do things that they weren't able to do before. So the advantages is just having an experience that I had 25 years with the state police and being on our highways and our traffic ways.
You mentioned education being a big part of teaching new drivers. What sort of skills do your instructors bring that give them an advantage in different driving schools?
Great question. I think, first of all, our instructors are awesome. They're all very professional, and all of them have a history prior to being instructors, which I think puts them at an advantage. Many of them have come from jobs where they were in transportation of some sort. Mm-hmm. So they have that experience, that everyday experience, being on the road, engaging other drivers, and they can bring that expertise into the world of being a driving instructor. So they bring real life scenarios to our students, so they're getting a feel for what it's really like. And I think the passion that our instructors have is unbelievable. If you would sit down and talk to any of them, you could talk for hours about just being a safe driver. And I know I've had conversations with each of them individually, and they have that passion, and they love to see their students be successful when they get their driver's license. So I think that's probably the biggest thing. They are just as invested as the actual student is, which is a great feeling when you're a student because you know someone really cares.
Yes. All right. My last question, what would you say to those people who think, I could never learn how to operate a vehicle on my own?
Never say never. I've had students that were in their 50s. I know that there are students who are older, and we're making a huge difference in their lives. If they're dedicated, we're just as dedicated. And we will sit down with them and figure out, why do you want to learn how to drive? What is your goal? And how can I help you accomplish that goal? So yeah, there are some drivers that might take more than 3 lessons. They might take maybe 5+ lessons, but that's okay. We're going to work on, and we're going to meet you at your level, and we're going to work on your skills, and we're going to fine tune those skills. So we're taking new drivers from all levels, some who have never ever even touched a steering wheel before, and to see that transformation from that first lesson to the day that they get their license. So I never ever would discourage anyone from trying to drive. We will accommodate them, we will meet them at their level, and then we'll build them up. And we become their personal cheerleaders, so anyone can learn how to drive.
Amazing. All right, everyone, that was Riding with Robin. Make sure to check back every other week for new episodes with new tips and tricks on how to stay safe on the road. You can contact us at 412-580-0027.